right, we are in here live at Dash Radio, and I got a special guest here, Edgar from Beer Thug Life. Woo!
Yo.
What's going on?
Thank you.
I got Nemo in the house.
Hey.
Yeah, he's my co-host for today. I want to give a shout out to Tastemakers Media, along with Dash Radio, giving us the opportunity to put our content out there, talking about what you do, most importantly. So thank you for coming. Most importantly, when we met at another event, right?
Yes.
We met at Vita Therapy. You were out there, you were giving what?
Beer samples.
Beer samples. To everybody, and I was just like, oh, he got some IPAs over there.
Yeah.
I'm an IPA drinker, so.
Same here, boo.
My personal choice of a beer is a stout. I love stout.
A stout? Isn't that the dark
Yeah,
beer?
like the dark. I mean, they're real dark and everything, but they're so good. I mean, there's different variations.
So where did Beer Thug Life come from?
Basically, I used to live the thug life, man. I'm from, South Central LA. I live in Compton. I was a little troublemaker and all that. And all your life, I mean, whatever happens in the past, that's what makes you. You know what I mean? So I realized, I've been through all that, and it's time, to learn from my mistakes and move forward, And when I met craft beer, I mean, it literally changed my life. When I started drinking craft beer, I was drinking craft beer. My wife didn't even like it. So I used to go to these breweries, and it was like, damn, I'm like the only Mexican here.
Yeah.
And no, for real. I mean, not even like, not even, black people or even Asian minorities in general. Plus, everybody was like a hipster,
It wasn't no thug.
No, like, not for real. Like, I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? I got my Ben Davis on, and I was like, man, fool looking at me, and I was like, you ever see like the movies where you go to the bar and the music's on and everything turns off when you come in?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. But then I realized once you have that beer and all of a sudden people start approaching you, you start talking to you and like, dude, this is a nice layer. This is a cool little atmosphere here, man.
Yeah.
And you start meeting people and yeah.
And then with the culture that you have, you stand out from everybody else.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. I stand out. Yes, I do, man. Like any problems could be solved with one beer, man.
You know what? And I've heard there's some health benefits to it.
Oh, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I've been, doing, there's been a lot of research about beer. And if you drink, of course, everything in moderation,
right.
Now you start drinking like, 3, 4, 5, 6-pack every day, more than that, then yeah,
So what's good moderation to you?
Well, to me, I mean,
you're Thug Life.
You're asking someone who's Hispanic who likes to drink.
I want to know what's his level so I know what I can handle.
You know, like I said, it all depends. Like, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to drink as much as I can.
No, we can try.
Or maybe anybody in this room. I'm just saying, but just one 16-ounce can. I was looking at the Men's Health magazine, and they were saying it's good for your heart. It's good for your bones. I guess your blood pressure will go down. Not only that, you start getting more confident.
Ooh, yeah. What do you think most Chicanos or men drink beer to get drunk with each other?
When we're growing up, they teach us not to cry and not to show your feelings. And so you're like, you got that machista, so sometimes you can't, I guess you can't talk about your feelings with people.
Yeah, and you know what? That's not just with the Mexican culture.
I was just going to say that.
It's with all males.
And I was going to say it's pretty much with, pretty much every male, man,
Right.
So when, like you want to kick it with your homies, you drink some beer, and then that's when you like relieve your stress. Like, yeah, dog, I have this problem right here. Because your boys, they're going to hear you, man.
And to add to that, it's like how you said with your brother, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
You chilling with your brothers and letting things out that you wouldn't
normally tell anyone
definitely,
else, man. Exactly.
In your process, since you started the beginning, what are 3 things you have learned through the making of Beer Thug Life?
I learned to believe in myself, basically, because for a long time, I had a big weight, and I still felt bad, for leaving my family alone for a long time. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I was, I was locked up for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I saw them like this, and when I got out, they were bigger, and it just. That hurts. That you stay with that pain for a long time, man.
Right.
And I remember my son. He did his thesis because he went to Princeton University.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Edgar Jr.
Edgar Jr.
Shout out JR.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Princeton. What, graduate or still?
Yeah, he
still
graduated
there?
already. Yeah.
Oh my God. What did he graduate in?
In 2000, well, basically last year.
Last year.
So he right now he's gonna be a lawyer.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're blessed with our kids. My other son Carlos, he goes to UCLA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and my other middle son, like
Shout out to Carlos.
he's so smart, but he still doesn't know what to do. But it's all
Yeah.
good. I told him, all right, well, go to school, part time and go, work part time, and you know what I mean.
That's what it's all about. Just kind of figuring out where you're supposed to be and going from there, one step at a time.
What is your goal with Beer Thug Life?
At first, we were just doing this for fun, man. I mean, like I was doing videos on Instagram, and then, I realized, dude, we're onto something, like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, like, you have that moment of, like, clarity, like, oh, people are sending me messages, and, like, we love what you're doing, and I was telling you, we used to, like, talk with my wife, and, like, let's do something, man. Like, this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's a business now. Okay?
Yeah.
It is what it is. We spend so much money and time going to breweries. Hey, I need some of that money back.
We were talking about a brewery and you kind of like wanting to set it up with, what's your wife's name again?
Maria.
Maria. So Maria,
My
shout
queen.
out to Maria.
My queen.
Maria is like by his side. I've seen her at every event that he's at. She's the queen of Beer Thug Life. Go ahead, girl.
Maria, I just met a girl named Maria.
What's
Keep
up?
going.
Wow.
Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
hearing you.
Sound. There'd never be a way to be Maria. That's how I feel.
Is that West Side? What is that?
That's West Side
Nice
West Side
Story.
Story.
Maria.
Hey.
Cool. That was good. I mean, she's my foundation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I couldn't have done this without her. You know what I mean? She's always like literally behind me all the time and telling me this is what you gotta do, and like whoa, like but it's she's the one that went to college. I didn't go to college. She has her business degree.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
girl.
When I got locked up, she went back. She said, "Fuck this, I'm not gonna," and she went back to school, and I'm literally so proud of her. You know what I mean?
What game or movie universe would you most like to live in?
Me and my boy Daniel from 8-Bit Brewing, we made a beer called Grand Tart Mango. So I would come out on GTA, the video game. Shout out to 8-Bit Brewing, my boy Daniel, Jeff, Chris.
Do you know how to dance?
I'm okay. Well, I'm not a
Bachata?
big time.
Suavemente.
That's not bachata, but
what is it? Suavecito or something like that. Well, I used to be a real good dancer, I guess, according to my wife. But then I haven't danced in a long time already.
She said no more.
You gotta take her out and tango with her.
No, the other day we
salsa.
went, I was so we were so tired, man. Like I couldn't dance like all night like before. You mean?
Yeah, no merengue.
No, I mean we like dance cumbias, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
cumbia. I love cumbias. Yeah, hell yeah. If you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport,
man.
what would you have a good chance at winning for the medal?
Chugging a beer.
Beer hit the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And we were competing for chugging beers. What do you think the preparation for beer would be?
First, you gotta stretch your liver, right?
Eat
stretch
healthy.
and eat healthy for no.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you have to. I mean, you can't be drinking every single day.
Balance.
It is cool, but
Yeah.
balance. You gotta have balance. That's a tiku.
A tiku.
Yeah, it's a
they're-
tiku. I guess the shape of the glass brings out the smell and the flavor of the beer. You know what I mean? Yeah, it enhances it.
I smell it.
No, well, of course you can smell it.
I'm just kidding. Where can we find you at for your social media?
So social media, Instagram, Beer Thug Life. The same thing as Twitter, Beer Thug Life, Facebook, Beer Thug Life LLC. My website, BeerThugLife.com.
That was Plug Talk, the first episode. Thank you for coming. This is the Plug Talk Show.
Cheers,
We're out.
motherfuckers.
Nemo,
Hey,
thank you
what's
for
up, what's
controlling my board.
Anytime. You know I got you.
Thank you for keep holding it down. Because what would we
right,
do
that's
without
right,
you? You know.
Yeah, that's the whole Tastemaker company.
Yeah, man. Thank you, dog.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
you heard it from
Hook up, dog.
Yo, definitely.
The
definitely.
Plug Talk.
Right.
And Edgar here from Beer Thug Life.
It's the GOAT right here, man.
Oh, man.
All right, we're out. Bye.
Peace. Thank you.